So here's my deal. Well, okay, here's my deal. So I'm pretty sure that my Roku TV thinks I'm a gay man because I keep getting targeted ads for Biktarvy and Descovy for PrEP. And I understand why it would think that, because my most watched TV shows are RuPaul's Drag Race. Yes. Dragula. Yes. And What We Do in the Shadows. And I'm in this weird place with my sexuality where I've realized that I am queer, but just like not queer enough. You know? Like, I'm totally obsessed with beautiful and iconic women like Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, Cher. And the thing about these beautiful women is that as much as I respect and admire them, vaginas do kind of intimidate me. And you might be wondering, how can you be intimidated by vaginas when you have one? And to that I say, clearly you never had to take sex ed in the Bible Belt. Yeah. Sex ed in the Bible Belt is so bad that I thought Teeth was based on a true story. I jokingly told my friend Buddy in high school, this was in high school, which doesn't make it any better, but I jokingly told my friend Buddy that vaginas have teeth. And of course he didn't believe me. But then our friend Charles jumped in. And the thing about Charles is that he was an award-winning debater. So when he got in there, he really took that opportunity and he confidently, with his whole chest, was like, yes, Buddy, vaginas have teeth. How did you not know that? And no, they're not like the teeth in our mouths. They're thin bristles like the baleen in a whale's mouth. So basically, it's less like Teeth, the horror film, and more like Jonah, a VeggieTales movie. And here's the thing about me, though. That doesn't even scratch the surface of my issues, because my real problem with vaginas is that mine is evil. Yeah, no, so the reason I say that is not because I have the vagina from Teeth, but honestly, maybe that would be better. I have chronic vagina pain. Oh no. Of all the reactions to get to that, that was my least favorite. But anyways, chronic vagina pain. Yeah, so the thing about chronic vagina pain is that I got it as a side effect of having endometriosis and vestibulodynia. And if you don't know what those conditions are, it's basically what happens when God shits into your open mouth. So, because of all this, you know, the vagina pain, I can't have penetrative sex. I'm sexually disabled. Well, actually, I can have penetrative sex. That's not completely true. I just have to be the one doing the penetrating. So maybe I am a gay man. No, but seriously, all jokes aside, having such a fucked up relationship with my body and sexuality has led to all of my sexual experiences being absolutely fucking weird. Like, the common denominator in all those experiences being weird is that I am there. So, for example, the first time I ever touched a guy's dick, I just sort of held it. And I was like, huh, interesting texture. And this poor guy, he was like, you can touch it more. But here's the thing. I know what I expected a dick to feel like, but it was weirdly stickier than I thought it would. And it had the same consistency as holding a quesarito from Taco Bell. And so that was actually my first time doing anything, by the way. I went from my first kiss, you guys, to interesting texture in a matter of minutes. And that's just my deal, okay? Like, I'm an improviser. I'm a yes and kind of girl. So, I'm kissing this guy. Let's call him Quesarito. Me and Quesarito are making out, and at this point, I've never made out with anyone, so I don't know what that's supposed to feel like or sound like, but I definitely knew that this probably wasn't good. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that meme that's of two people kissing, and the guy seems like he's enjoying it, but the girl is just kind of like, it was like that. So basically, I'm kissing Quesarito, we're making out, and our mouths keep making these weird, like, fart noises when we kiss. Like, and objectively, that's very funny. So I laughed, and I was laughing the whole time. But Quesarito got all self-conscious. He was completely serious. He took himself very seriously, and he was acting like I was immature for laughing at the fart noises. But like, obviously that's funny, Quesarito, get it together. So that's the thing, he really got me thinking like, damn, I guess when you kiss people, it makes your mouth fart. Like, you never hear the mouth farts when they're kissing in Hollywood movies, but I guess that's the industry, huh? I did tell my friends later about that experience, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, you guys, I'm literally so immature. Like, I kept kissing, I kept laughing when our mouths made the fart noises. And my friends were like, hey, the what? Yeah, so my makeout experiences have gotten better since then, but thank you. My makeout experiences have gotten better, but I'm still just like a hot mess. Like with the last guy I made out with, he leaned in to kiss me, and I basically just sucked the soul out of his face like a Dementor. Yeah, and I pulled over my car in front of a taco truck and made out with this man so aggressively that I got a rug burn on my chin from his beard. And the next day when I came to work, I showed my friend, and they were looking at my chin and they were like, brother, that's an open wound. But honestly, that's a pretty standard experience for me, as you can tell from the rest of the stories. But I will say, my weirdest move that I pulled when I was dating someone was with this guy that I dated for like 2 weeks last year, and I successfully convinced this guy to watch The Great Muppet Caper with me. In fact, I didn't just convince him to watch it, I convinced him to rent it on Amazon Prime for $3.99. So, immediately, as soon as we turn on The Great Muppet Caper, we are not watching the film. But here's the thing about me. I love The Great Muppet Caper. It's an unparalleled comedy masterpiece. And my favorite scene is, it's so funny. It's Miss Piggy is trying to break into John Cleese's house, because she has to convince Kermit that she's a wealthy woman. It's a whole thing. So I notice out of the corner of my eye, like I'm making out with this dude, fooling around, and I see a pig in heels swinging from a roof to barrel roll into John Cleese's window. Yes. And so immediately I'm like, oh my god, stop. You have to watch this scene. So I completely stop everything and make this man back up the movie to watch the scene from the beginning. And I keep looking over at him too. I'm like, oh my god, isn't this hilarious? Because I have to make sure he's enjoying it, right? So I'm like, isn't this funny? And he's like, yeah. Guys, I watched that man's balls turn bluer than the heart of the ocean. And looking back, I guess Miss Piggy actually actually played a role in helping me realize that I'm queer. Because I was consistently dating the same boring, vanilla, cis, straight men. And there are 3 important things that those guys will never be able to understand. They will never understand the value of the Great Muppet Caper, Whale Baleen, and Discovery for PrEP. Yeah.